My name is Dinata Sinaga. I'm from Class B, English Literature 2020, University of North Sumatra. In this occasion, I want to present my paper with the title Using Pratt for Analyzing Segmental Features of Speech. My study ID number is 2007055146. Introductions. There are some suggestions that have been initiated for pronunciation teaching in the classroom by language experts, one of which is pronunciations should be taught in intermediate way along with other language skills, especially listening and speaking to prepare the language competence of the students. But somehow the practice of teaching pronunciations cannot go beyond the drilling and repeating unit of sounds, vowels, and consonants, in which materials are taken from various English pronunciation websites. Firstly, students listen to the sounds and eventually will be able to produce their own sounds. It seems that the two main goals of these learning pronunciations are to recognize and reproduce the sounds. The teaching instructions involve the use of a recorder that goes along with the handouts. Later, there is a change in the way how pronunciation is supposed to be taught. Later, some samples of pronunciation teaching techniques will be introduced to modify common problematic elements of speech features produced by English language learners. Those problematic speech features are ranging from segmental to prosodic features, such as phonological process of segmental features, intonation pattern, tone unit, and fluency, in smaller contexts based on day-to-day teaching experiences and attending students' thesis seminars in English study program. There are some similar cases are found in the depicting the conditions of how students, even for the last semester, who attend this seminar, are tend to have difficulty in their pronunciations. Theory and method. This research aimed to understand the complexity of the data through interpretations and reflections to establish the meaning. Moreover, this research concerns with using data search to collect tick descriptions. Thus, data are analyzed into narrative description, interpretations, and textual. The data for this research were collected from interview and record. The participants were asked to read about aloud the given minimal pairs, words list, and were recorded. Later, the recorded data were analyzed based on their spoken features to find out which the problematic features are. The data of this research were analyzed as follows: the recorded spoken of scripted minimal pairs were saved as WAV files to analyze them by using Pratt software. The students' voices were put in this program. There was visual display of the students' speech. Then these visual displays were compared to those of native speakers in Pratt window in form of spectrogram. The data were presented in the form of Hertz tabulations of the first format and the second format. Discussions. The discussions sections highlights interesting phenomena from the data analysis and concerning the students' problematic segmental features in pronouncing the 14 minimal pairs was list. Later, it will be related to the issues of the intelligibility analysis. As mentioned earlier, these sections display and analyze the speech features of the third semester students of the English study program. The speech features are in tabulations result of the graphic by using Pratt software. The tabulation results of the graphic form of both of native speaker of English and student speech features are displayed in the following tables. Table 1.1, the tabulation results of the native speaker speech features. Number 1, word beat, first format or RF1, 289.95 Hz. F2, 2138.92 Hz. 2, bird, 348.86 Hz. F2, 1080.144.29 Hz. 3 bit, 413.86 11 hertz. F2 2023.29 hertz. 4 bat for 481.27 hertz. F2 1701.05 hertz. 5 bat 654.13 hertz. F2 1040 1462.38 hertz, 6 body 537.39 hertz, f2 1628.92 hertz, 7 baud 597.49 hertz, f2 1126.54 hertz, 8 bodies 811.43 Hz, f2 2114.70 Hz, 9 baud 448.63 Hz, f2 1367.80 Hz, 10 baud 352.38 Hz, f2 100 and 1040 1499.64 Hz, 11 baud 546.17 Hz, f2 1453.14 Hz, 12 bird f1 426.41 Hz, f2 479.08 Hz, 13 bytes 654.55 Hz, f2 1404.05 Hz, 14 baud f1 616.60 Hz, f2 1316.23 Hz. From table 1.1 above, it can be seen that from the 14 words which were pronounced by the native speaker has to range for 1 and F2, F1 and F2. A ferment is the concentrations of acoustic energy around a particular frequency in the speech wave. There are several ferments, each at a different frequency, roughly one in each 1000 Hz band, or to put in differently, ferments occur at roughly 1000 Hz intervals. Each ferment corresponds to a resonance in the vocal tract. Ferments can be seen very clearly in a wideband spectrogram, where they are displayed as dark bands. The darker a ferment is reproduced in the spectrogram, the stronger it is, the more energy there is there, or the more audible it is. Table 1.2, the tabulations results of me speech features. Now, number 1, word beat. F1, uh, F1 is 556.04 Hz. F2, 2100.24 Hz. Number 2, bird. F1, 661.58 Hz, f2 1060 Hz, number 3 beat, f1 850.90 Hz, f2 1953.45 Hz, number 4 bat 790.25 Hz, f2 1000 and 473.59 Hz. Number 5 bat 829.66 Hz. F2 1452.48 Hz. Number 6 body 701.83 Hz. F2 1207.94 Hz. 7 baud 535.13 Hz, f2 1147.26 Hz, at 8 bodies 823.06 Hz, f2 1677.88 Hz, 9 baud 550.74 Hz, f2 1677.88 Hz, 9 baud. Ini gue bener gak sih? Baud 9 baud 550.74 Hz, f2 1193.50 Hz, 10 baud 508.19 Hz, f2 1162.28 Hz, 11 baud 824.84 Hz, f2 1290.58 Hz, 12 bird 728.93 Hz, f2 1408.17 Hz, 13 byte 761.23 Hz, f2 1397.04 Hz, 14 baud 750.09 Hz, f2 1139.34 Hz. So it combined with the native speaker here. And table 1.2 shows I had higher So table 1.2 shows I had higher both f1 and f2 for the 1400. Let's compare to the of native speaker speech features. I tend to have higher positions of the vowel sounds as present in f1 column. For example, vowel E in bad, A in bad, A in bad, U in bad. However, for example, vowel E in bad, A in bad, O in but. However, for the word bodies with vowel U and I pronounce relatively close to that now of native speakers, as it can be seen by the close spectrum scores. While for the beat with vowel E, I have very different range both for F1 and F2 compared to that of native speakers. Conclusions: the typical segmental features were detected through four spectrogram software, namely PRAT. The segmental characteristic features of the third semester students were present in performance. The spectral peaks of the sound spectrum, those segmental features were characterized by the first format and the second format. So that's all about my presentations. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.